Hi, I'm Ellie and welcome to my next van conversion video where I turn this 2007 Toyota Hiace I have called Arcadia into a camper for van life. In my previous video I installed this window on the sliding door you can see in the background in preparation for installing my kitchen cabinets. So today I'm going to show you the process I used for installing those, and as you can see I also went ahead this week and put in my bench top, my sink and my tap, so all of that will be in an upcoming video, so click subscribe if you want to catch those as well. I'm Ellie Wilder and you're watching Wilder in Motion. I had a couple of key requirements for my kitchen, those being I wanted a full-sized sink, a 2-burner fixed gas cooktop, some kind of drawers that I could put cutlery in, as well as a cupboard that my water storage could go in to feed the tap. So I found a set of drawers on the side of the road that I could repurpose to be part of my kitchen with the stove above, and I knew I would also need the cabinet which the sink could go on top of as well, but I decided to make this part. The drawers were in pretty good condition but didn't quite match the look of my van, so I removed the plastic handles, painted it to match the colour scheme of my van, filled in the old holes where the previous handles were, and drilled new ones to install brass handles to match the aesthetic of the rest of my van. I had made all of the furniture in my van up until this point, but drawers are quite tricky to make, so I was really glad that I was able to find some. These ones also had quite a few plastic elements, which meant they were very lightweight. The drawers weren't quite tall enough to reach benchtop height, which worked out quite well because it allowed me to create a little section on top of the drawers which the underworkings of the stove could sit inside of. This consisted of 3 panels around the sides and back. I cut some pieces of laminated melamine to size, I painted the edges to seal them off, and then I pre-drilled, glued and screwed these sections in place. I painted the front panel and attached a handle to match the rest of the drawers. I put these on some hinges which folded downwards to allow me to access anything under the stove if I needed to. I used the same rollable catch as I've used throughout the van to keep this front part closed. Keeping the drawers closed was a little more complicated. I ended up having to use some liquid nails and a trial and error to glue the main part of the catch to the side of the inside of the chest of drawers. Once the liquid nails was dry on the main part of the catch, I clipped in the little loop that locks in place, put some liquid nails on the back and closed the drawer. When this part of the liquid nails dried and I opened the door, the catch separated, and now I knew that they were in the right position that would allow the drawer to open and close properly. I wasn't able to screw in the main part of the catch because I couldn't access this part of the drawers with the drill, but I feel that the liquid nails will be strong enough, but only time will tell. But considering liquid nails is all that's holding my walls on, I think it will be okay. My 9mm plywood subfloor overhangs my side step and the kitchen will be directly above this. So to give the flooring a little bit of extra support, I cut some sections of modwood to size and used some liquid nails to attach this between the metal side step and the subfloor. For the entry beside the kitchen, I cut back the subfloor to create an easier step up. I've used my standard van furniture installation method to put in these drawers as well. That is putting some liquid nails on all of the contact points at the bottom, sticking them down and then using some L brackets, pre-drilling and screwing this in place. As the kitchen is positioned directly next to the end of my bed, I also attached the 2 pieces of furniture to each other. I decided to custom make the cupboard part of my kitchen, which is to house my water storage and my toilet. I also used laminated melamine for this. I started by pre-drilling, gluing and screwing the back panel and the side panel together. I then made sure I was happy with the positioning, marked this up on the floor, and also glued and screwed using some L brackets to the floor. For the time being, I'm leaving this little gap between the back of the cupboard and the drawers so that my wire for the water pump can come through easily. I painted the doors and installed handles to match my theme. I originally started working on the kitchen about a month ago, and in that time the paint has got a little bit scuffed, so I did give it a touch up. I cut out, glued, and tacked some heavy-duty fabric to the bottom of the cupboard doors to stop them from scuffing the floor. I then attached the cupboard doors using some hinges. This did take a little bit of adjusting because it is a second-hand van, so the floor isn't completely level. And once the bench top was installed, I also attached some roller catches to allow these doors to close. And with that, the final piece of furniture for my van build is now installed. It's very exciting seeing everything come together, how the whole layout's going to work. I am satisfied that I will have enough storage for all my things, and now I just have a short list of things to do before I'm ready to embark on my travels. I am going to be doing a separate video on my bench top because it's more than just the fixed one you see in the background here. I'm also going to have one on hinges just behind me here that will fold up against the wall to give me some extra space for food prep. Thank you so much for watching, and if you want to stay updated, be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.